Hi guys and welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have a new month, so it's time for an income report for the last month, January 2023. But before we start with the video, a huge thanks to all the great support on my YouTube channel. You can see we are so close to 1000 subscribers. So if you like the content on my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe so we can reach 1000 subscribers, 4000 hours watch time to get monetized on YouTube. As I mentioned, today it's time for another income report for the month of January 2023. I will show you my orders and my royalties for this month, for the last month. Of course, I will be transparent and show my advertising costs because the royalties are not pure profit. You have to subtract the costs of advertising. My expectation was that KDP or my Amazon KDP business gets a little down because after Q4, after the most profit months of the year, the people are a little bit lazy or they are motivated to make, for example, more sports or educate themselves, so that they are not really interested in buying books. Q1, especially January, is one of the weaker months in Amazon KDP, so my expectation was to get a little decrease in sales and royalties for the month of January. Another thing, I published a new high content book on the German marketplace, and this book is now online for almost 2.5 weeks. It performs very well, but the amount of advertising costs increased, of course, a little bit compared to the last month, so I'm very aggressive in advertising to rank the book as high as possible. So now we will jump right into my Amazon KDP dashboard. I will show you everything you want to see. As I mentioned, feel free to subscribe and have fun with this video. So right now we are back at my Amazon KDP dashboard in the order section. As you can see, I selected January 1st to January 31, and I was able to sell 594 units. I did not expect this amount of sales because, as I mentioned, January is one of the weakest months for Amazon KDP, and compared to the last month, December, I increased the amount of orders, the amount of sales by almost up to 100 units. And the big point was, of course, the new published high content book, because I was able to sell almost 100 units in 2 weeks with this new book project. But now the interesting thing, how many royalties are 594 units? As you can see, we are at the royalties section of my Amazon KDP dashboard, and I was able to make $3,138.41 in royalties. This is my biggest month so far, and to have the biggest month ever in Q1 makes me so happy, because as I mentioned, I expected a decrease in my royalties because Q1 is not so strong compared to Q4, and to reach the most amount of royalties I have ever made on Amazon makes me so happy. And I hope I can motivate you guys, keep publishing, keep building your KDP business, because I was a beginner like you, and with consistent work, this amount of royalties is realistic, achievable for any of you guys. As you can see, I had days where I made almost $200 in royalties in a single day. This is another new record, and I hope that I can make almost the same amount of money in the next month. In the next month, or in this month in February, we have the problem that we have only 28 days to sell, not 31, so 3 days less. And if I can achieve in February the same amount of money, I would be very happy. So I was very pleased with this result, but this is the royalties and not pure profit, so we have to have a closer look on my advertising costs. So the first marketplace was Amazon Germany with cost of advertising of almost 750 euros. The high amount of costs was because of my new published book. Then the next marketplace is my strongest marketplace. It's Amazon FR, so the France marketplace. I had costs of advertising of 612 euros. Then Amazon.es, so the Spanish marketplace, I had cost of advertising of 128 euros. I tried a different strategy and went really aggressive into the marketplace. And the result of this is a very high ACOS. And now it's the time to optimize those campaigns to decrease the ACOS, decrease the cost of advertising, and get the same amount of orders. So the last marketplace was Amazon.com. I spent $223 for January. I used the same strategy. You can see I went very aggressive in those campaigns. You can see it in the bar chart with the impressions. The impressions are very high, almost 30,000 impressions at a single day. And now again, it's the time to optimize those campaigns to get the same amount of royalties, decrease the ACOS, and decrease the amount of money I spend. So this gives me a complete cost of advertising of 1,711 euros. And if we subtract this from the royalties in January, we are leaving with a profit of $1,400, so almost 1,200 euros in pure profit. I'm very pleased with this result because, as I mentioned, I published a new high content book. I went really aggressive in those campaigns on a German marketplace, but was able to generate a profit, and this makes me really happy. So I have more budget for the next months, make new projects, and spend more money on advertising. So now we are at the end of this little income report. I hope with those income reports I can motivate you guys. As I mentioned, I was a beginner like you, and now I'm able to make this amount of money. And I'm sure with hard work, with consistent work, you are able to achieve the same amount of money for sure. So if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, feel free to subscribe so we can finally reach those 1,000 subscribers. I wish you a very good day, and we will see you in the next video.